Yeah. Come on. Come on. Steph Curry. 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 Come on in, man. Don't forget to go ahead. The first thing that you do is go ahead and like this content, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the Affirmative Talk. We about to get into it. Steph Curry with the shot, bruh. Yeah. Come on. 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 Man, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Steph Curry, man. Woo. Steph Curry put on it, man. He put on another show, man. This dude is unbelievable, man. He's unbelievable, man. You have to put him in far as, you know, one of the all-time greats, man. What this dude is able to do on the basketball court. He broke a record in NBA history far as in game sevens. This dude scored the most points, 50 points. He gave him a 50. You know, when Rudy said it best, man, never underestimate the heart of a champion. You can never underestimate a heart of a champion, man. When I tell you, man, is that a lot of it has to do with Steph Curry on his ability to rise to the occasion, his ability to dribble, to get to his spots, his ability and mindset to be able to shoot from anywhere on the court and to be a threat and to always move. He's always moving on the court continually throughout a game and putting pressure on the defense constantly. It's one of the reasons why Steph Curry is one of the greatest shooters of all time. And arguably, you have to put him up there, man, as probably in the top 10 of all time. I'm trying to tell you, man, Steph Curry put on the show with that 50 points. Now, let me tell you something, man. They needed all those points now. Now the question is, they got Sacramento Kings out the way. And let me tell you something, man. When I was watching that game in Game 7, Sacramento struggled so much they couldn't even buy a basket. Kudos to Fox, you know, going out there and trying to put his best foot forward and play. But let me tell you something, man. I saw a man that didn't have much left to give. I saw a man that tried his best, but for whatever reasons, probably that finger, I know it was dislocated, broken. However, he just didn't have it. He just didn't have it. And he kept making turnovers and turnovers. Man, it was demoralizing to me to even watch it. To even watch him turning the ball over all the time. I'm like, bruh. I was just sitting there, man. I'm watching the game turnover after turnover. I was like, damn, man. Come on, man. What are we doing right now? What are we really doing right now? This is what we doing? Sabonis couldn't hit a shot. Malik Monk went cold. And I'm going to tell you something, man. It was there for them to go get it. But call it the Steph Curry effect. Call it the Game 7 effect. Call it pressure. When you're talking about Game 7s, man, there's a lot of things that's on the line, man. And this is what separates the great players to the average players. Now, De'Aaron Fox, mind you, Let me give De'Aaron Fox a round of applause. He did good, man. He tried to do the best that he could with that broke finger. But let me say this. Let me be very clear on what I'm about to say. He didn't help his team out really much. He wasn't a threat. His jump shots was cold. And let me tell you something. When you're going against the Golden State Warriors, you're going to have to make buckets, bro. You're going to have to make buckets, bro. And if you're not able to make buckets, it's going to be a long series for your ass. Because one thing Golden State is going to do is they're going to put up points on the boards. And as long as you got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, you add Jordan Poole when he shows up to play, let me tell you something, man. You're in for a long night with them boys, man, if you're not ready to play. The best team won. That was the Golden State Warriors. The best team won yesterday, and that was the Golden State Warriors. They put on a clinic, and it was a masterclass clinic. It was a masterclass clinic. And I like what Draymond Green has said on his podcast. He said, man, listen, man, learn to appreciate the old heads, that you got still playing in the game today. Sometimes, man, when you just take it for granted on greatness, this is what Steph Curry is doing, man. And sometimes you'll be quick to write them off because they've been so great for so long. And then they come up and do things like this for Draymond Green. He said, man, I'm not surprised, man. When you take for granted of greatness that I see every day in practice. There was a story, man, before Game 7, after when they lost in Game 6 at home. The story is that, man, Steph Curry had a heart-to-heart conversation with everybody on the team. And he was like, hey, bro, I don't say much. But let me tell y'all something, man. If your ass is not coming to win in Game 7, don't even bother getting on the damn plane. This is what greatness is all about, man. They want to make sure, great players want to make sure that you are coming ready to play. And how they know that if you're ready to play or not, it's your mindset. It's what you say out your mouth. If you come out with some bullshit from your mouth, guess what? They're going to ride your ass all the way down to the bench. That's facts, man. No great player wants to play with someone who doesn't believe in their mind, their heart, and coming out their mouth all negative. They don't want that type of energy around them. They need players. They need dogs around them. They need to understand is that I got dogs around me and they're coming ready to eat. They're coming ready to fight. They're coming ready to win by any means necessary. Steph Curry had to let them boys know, man. Andre Wiggins, his teammate, has said, man, that boy different. Andre Wiggins has said after that talk Steph Curry had with us, he said, that boy different. That boy different, bruh. Give a lot of props, man, to the Sacramento Kings for pushing it all the way to a Game 7. But at the end of the day, man, you can say what you want about Draymond Green. Say whatever the hell you want about Draymond Green. Draymond Green did a masterclass. He did a masterclass. After that suspension in the series in the one game, after Game 2, guess what? Draymond Green said, let me play. I'll come off the bench. I'll come off the bench because, see, I don't want to mess up the chemistry. I'm going to come off the bench because I know what to do. I know how to play off the bench too. My pride ain't too big where I don't feel I can come off the bench because I don't want to be a distraction. I will not be a distraction. I'm going to be an asset, not a liability to this team. And Draymond Green showed, and he has shown time after time after time again, he is one of the assets to the Golden State Warriors. Without Draymond Green, you don't win those championships. He is key. Now, it may be a controversial statement on what I just said, but I'm going to stand behind it. This guy comes ready to play every single night. Now, let's tap into the big time series that's coming ahead between the Golden State Warriors and the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's tap into it, man. Now, I'm of the mindset, if you look at how Sacramento played Steph Curry. Now, Steph Curry is great. He's an all-time great, and he's probably within the top 10. But let me tell you something. The Sacramento Kings was letting Steph Curry get whatever the hell he want. You got to make it difficult for Steph Curry. What I mean by that, you have to play tough defense. You can't let him just run off on screens and not get touched. And what I mean not get touched, I'm not talking about being dirty against him, but you got to actually get up on him. And I know it's easier said than done, but you got to make sure that he feels that you're right there. You got to double team him. At some point, you got to say to yourself, Steph Curry is too great of a player. I need to let someone else beat us. Steph Curry will not beat us because I know, and history says, he's won 85% of his playoffs. 85% in the playoffs. 85%. That's more than Jordan. That's more than LeBron James. That's more than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 85%. That's a fact. So what am I saying? Steph Curry can change the momentum of a game by himself. When he hits shots that's so amazing, it's demoralizing, bruh. It's demoralizing. So when I'm talking about you have to double team, sometimes it may even cause for a triple team. You have to make a commitment to say, I'm going to allow Draymond Green to be open, and he's going to have to prove to us that he's going to beat us from the outside. I'm going to leave Klay Thompson open. I'm going to leave Klay Thompson ass open and make sure that, hey, if we're going to lose this damn series, it's not going to be because Steph Curry, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it will not be because of Steph Curry. And this is what I'm talking about in the playoffs. You have to be willing as a head coach to make bold decisions and to make damn adjustments, bruh. At some point, prime example, man, and I said I love Fox. I believe Fox is going to be a great player in the future. He's already a very good player. But what you saw, that there's a difference between De'Aaron Fox and Steph Curry. It's no comparison. Now, Malik Monk is a demon. Let me say that again if you didn't hear me. Malik Monk is a demon. You know how when you playing Call of Duty and you got sweats, I'm going up against a sweat. What they're saying in a video game terminology, they're going up against someone that is very good. They're able to move around so well that you can't even pinpoint for them to be able to get your shot off to win the game. Malik Monk is a demon. But let me tell you something. Steph Curry is a demon too. Now, Klay Thompson is a demon sometimes. When you're talking about the Splash Brothers, man, Klay Thompson, hey, I'm not counting out Klay Thompson now. But what I'm saying is, when I saw De'Aaron Fox making turnovers after turnovers after turnovers, if I'm the head coach, if I'm Mike Brown, I'm sitting your ass down, boy. I'm sitting your ass down for a little bit to kind of get yourself together. Let's get a little rub. Let's get a little rub on that finger. Trainer, go and check them out. Let's get a little stretch on that finger a little bit. Sit them down for a couple of minutes, man. See what your backup point guard, see what your bench can do. You have to plug and play, bro. You got to be willing to make adjustments. I understand that you support De'Aaron Fox and he's your starting point guard. I understand all that. But at the end of the day, if he ain't flowing, if he ain't making the moves what's need to be made in the game to give y'all momentum to win, the objective is to win. And to win by any means necessary. Turnovers will kill the momentum of your team. Let me say this again. Turnovers will kill the momentum of your team. And if you don't have the ability as a head coach, and I'm not knocking Mike Brown, he's the coach of the year. Let me be very clear here. I love Mike Brown. Mike Brown has done such a hell of a job down in Sacramento. But I'm just, after the fact, I'm just grading him on certain things within this series. This is what you do when you lose a series. You go back and you evaluate, how did you coach? Is there things that you would have done differently? Is there adjustments that you would have made differently that would have gave your team more momentum to possibly to be able to win a game? Let me tell you something. It's the adjustments that you don't make will demoralize your team, and it will be the ultimate reason why you lose the game, and ultimately you will lose the series. Now, when we're talking about against the Los Angeles Lakers, let me tell you this. Let me be very clear. If Anthony Davis, let me be very clear on what I'm about to say. If Anthony Davis comes ready to play, bruh, if he's the best player on the court, and I'm talking about every game, and this is a stretch. This is a stretch. This is a stretch, what I'm about to say. But if he has the mindset that I am going to affect the game on the defensive side, this man had about 26 blocks against the Memphis Grizzlies for the whole series. 26 blocks. If Anthony Davis is able to get that same type of result against the Golden State Warriors and still have the mindset to dominate on the offensive side of the ball, because let me tell you this, let me be very clear on what I'm about to say. There's nobody on the Golden State Warriors that can stop Anthony Davis but himself. This man is 7 feet, can shoot consistently from the 15 feet. Looney can't guard him. Draymond Green, he too small, can't guard him. I'm going to tell you, man, if Anthony Davis come with that dog mentality and is the best player, and I'm talking about the best player on the team in every game, better than LeBron James, because if you have LeBron James, got to be your best player at this stage of his career, even though he's great in his own right. But LeBron James can't do it like that no more. Let me say it again. LeBron James can't do it like that no more, bruh. How you expect a 38, 39-year-old man to be the best player on the team and to carry a team like he used to do in his prime? Hell, he was all dog tired in his prime. What the hell you think his energy level like? The man already done told you, I invested my body. I put a couple of millions in my body to make sure that I can be able to be stretched accordingly. My health and longevity for a long, grueling 82-game season, even though he do take some games off with load management. But at the end of the day, LeBron James ain't got it like that. But what LeBron James is going to do, he's going to pick and choose his spots. What I mean by that, he understands that this is a 48-minute game, right? 48 minutes, which means I may not be able to be great for 46 minutes, but what I can do is be able to get rebounds. What I can do is to be able to play some defense from time to time. What I can do is to be able to run a fast break and make the wise decisions to get to an open player like Austin Reeves, like D'Angelo Russell, like Rui Hachimura. Find these open guys. What I can do is to make sure that I can get Anthony Davis in a rhythm if he chooses to have that mindset. If Anthony Davis come ready to play, y'all, the Lakers will win this series. If he comes ready to play every game, the Lakers will win this series. Bottom line. I'm going to put a link for anybody to talk their ish on what they feel about this series coming up between the Golden State Warriors. I'm going to put a link. I'm going to give someone a time and opportunity to be able to come live and to be able to talk. I'll see you in the backstage of the room, and then I'll be able to allow you to enter into the room and to be able to speak your piece. But let me tell you something. Let me finish my point. If Anthony Davis does not come ready to play, the Lakers will lose. And they will lose in horrible fashion. Let me say this again. They will lose in horrible fashion if Anthony Davis doesn't come ready to play. You have to seize the moment. This is the opportunity. Now, if you are a competitor and you have that dog mentality that you want to beat the best to be able to win, then you wouldn't want it any other way. You want the Golden State Warriors, bruh. This is going to be a hell of a matchup. Let me tell you something, man. Let me say this to y'all, man. Because I love what I do, bro. I really do. I really love what I do. Let me get this off my chest, because my chest was scratching. Or my chest was itching. I'm talking about my chest was scratching. Darvin Ham, man. Bump head. Let me tell you about Darvin Ham, man. I be watching Darvin Ham, man, during the course of a game. I be analyzing shit. And when I be seeing teams be making runs, man, and I be looking at Darvin Ham, he just be standing up about 95% of the damn time and got his hand in his pocket with that little belly out and that bump on his head, and he just be looking lackadaisical for me. And I'm sitting here, now goddamn, D'Angelo Russell done made several turnovers in a row. D'Angelo Russell looked like he be fucked up out there on the court. And I say to myself, come on, man. Take his ass out the game. Take his ass out the game real quick. Darvin Ham just be looking. With them funny ass looking eyes, just be looking. And I be saying, bruh, call a timeout to kill the momentum, hopefully, or make adjustments. Put in another player. Sometimes I be watching Darvin Ham in these plays, bruh. Now I know, let me be real what I'm about to say. Now I know sometimes LeBron James is a momentum killer. Now let me kind of explain, because I love me some LeBron James, man. Sometimes I got to call it for how I see it. This is what I do. Sometimes, man, I be watching LeBron James. He holds the ball for about 10 seconds. Now understand, it's 24 seconds in the shot clock. When they get it past half court, it's already at 17 seconds. LeBron James will hold the ball for 8 to 10 seconds and ain't made a move and just kills the momentum. And I be looking at the coach like, what kind of damn play are you running? I don't see no back strings happening. I don't see no movement. I don't see no movements going on, no continuity. And I just be like, man, what are we doing, man? You can't just be running isolation balls 70% of the time. Let me tell you why Golden State Warriors are so great. Steph Curry be moving. Klay Thompson be moving. Draymond Green be picking and moving. Looney be moving. Andrew Wiggins be moving. Jordan Poole be moving. You get the concept of what I'm saying? When you have constant movement on the court, you're always confusing the defense. Another thing, what you're doing, you're wearing the defense out. And your hope is that your stamina is better than the opposing team. Now, let me tell y'all something. Let me be very clear on what I'm about to say. Steph Curry is going to run the hell out of D'Angelo Russell. He ain't going to be able to do nothing with him. He going to run circles around D'Angelo Russell. Now, I could be wrong. But what I'm telling you is Steph Curry is going to hold his hand. Come here, bro. Come meet Draymond Green. Meet Looney. Meet Klay Thompson. Say hello to their back. Say hello to that shoulder. Say hello to that hip. I'm telling you, you're going to feel like you've been in a heavyweight match after you done played against Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, because they are experts and they know how to run behind back screens, pick and roll. They're always constantly moving. There is a reason. It's not by coincidence Steph Curry seems like he hits tough shots. But let me tell you something. Most of the time he be open. And when you have such a great shooter like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, they only need a small window. And they done perfected how to come off screens, how to come off picks to be able to get that slight edge opening, which is all they need to get a good look at the basket. You have to come ready to play. This is the playoffs. And if you don't come ready in the playoffs, it's going to be a long series for the Lakers. Let me tell you something. They showed how they, able to play defense. In the second half of the season, their defense has been the top two, if not number one, the second half of the season. Their defensive rebounding. So the Lakers can play defense, but this is one hell of a team that you're going to have to score points on the other end. And I'm not talking about just jacking up damn shots. You have to force the Golden State Warriors to slow down a little bit. How you get them to slow down? Feed the beast. Now, I say beast. Sometimes, man, he be soft as putty. I'm talking about Anthony Davis. I don't mean no harm, Anthony Davis. I ever interview you. I just want if you go back and hear some of my podcast episodes, hey, man, I love you, man. I appreciate you. But I just got to call it for what it is. This guy's going to give you about two scare tactics. What I mean by two scare tactics. 2 times a game, he going to go down like he be out for the count. TKO. Remember that old song, man? Look like he done let it go. But seriously, man, let me just say this, man, is that you have to come ready to play for the Golden State Warriors. Let me tell you something. If the Golden State Warriors beat the Lakers, if they end up beating the Lakers, they are my favorites in coming out of the West. Point blank, period. And let me tell you this, they are my favorites in winning the NBA championship if they beat the Lakers. Let me just be very clear on what I'm about to say. Whoever wins out of this series between the Golden State Warriors and the Lakers will win an NBA championship. It's not going to be the Phoenix Suns. It's not going to be Denver. Now, let me be clear here. Let me be clear now. Denver can ball, bro. Let me be very clear. Denver can ball. I like their offense. I like Jamal Murray. That boy can play, man. And they got some other talent that I like on their team. That dude Gordon, the one with the dreads, about 6'9", 6'10", built like an ox, bro. Let me tell you this now. Denver gonna put a ass whooping on Phoenix, I believe. I know there's only one game. I know it's only one game. But from what I saw in game 1, Denver was talking that shit. Denver was talking that shit too, man. When I was sitting there, man, I was watching how Denver was bullying them. And then Devin Booker. Devin Booker is one of those, got to be one of the most trash talking players in the NBA right now. He be talking a lot of mad trash. But what I noticed, he ain't talk that much smack against the Denver. You got that. It's a different type of air up there in Denver. That air must have got to the Phoenix Suns. You got to come up there with masks and humidifiers, all type of stuff to get ready to play, boy. You got to get air. It's different. So Denver gonna beat Phoenix, I believe. And whoever wins out of this series, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy beating Denver, because I feel that Denver is definitely, they're number 1 seed for a reason. They're that good. But what I'm saying, and what I will put my money on, whoever wins out of this series between the Golden State Warriors and the Lakers is going to be my pick to go to the NBA Finals, and it's going to be the team that's going to win the NBA championship. Point blank, period. How would it be if this was like, and I know it's not his last season playing, I'm talking about LeBron James, but how would it be if LeBron James has his last dance with the Lakers by this whole season being counted out? The first season, his team played like shit. The odds of them even making the playoffs was very, very, very slim. But how ironic and satisfying it would be for LeBron James for them to get to the NBA Finals. Hell, even to the Western Conference Finals. How satisfying would that be? And to have the audacity to have an opportunity to win an NBA championship, man. Wouldn't that be like amazing, an amazing story? And I hope he has his team, his crew documenting this, recording this, because I can definitely see him coming out with his version of The Last Dance this season, because they done been up against a lot of scrutiny, and a lot of it is rightfully so. Rightfully so. But let me say this, man. I'm looking forward to this series. It's going to be a dogfight, and we're going to see what's going to happen. Now, I'll give you my little spiel on the series between the 76ers and the Boston Celtics. Let me be very frank on what I'm about to say. It's already going to be a dogfight for them to beat Boston, even with a healthy Joel Embiid. But if Joel Embiid is not healthy, and he cannot play in the first game and possibly the second game, man, it's going to be a long season for Philadelphia. They're going to go fishing early. Point blank, simple as that. But let me tell y'all something, man. I really appreciate everyone on this episode. That's my spiel for Steph Curry. This is a bad man. Steph Curry is a bad man. And I appreciate him, man. I appreciate Steph Curry. I had an opportunity to see him play in person a couple of times. Steph Curry, his shot is so smooth. His release is so fast. It's so quick. This man is not great just by coincidence. This comes from hard work. This comes from dedication. Because let me tell you something, man. When he first came into the league, man, several years, a lot of people thought he wasn't going to be this good. A lot of people even thought that he was going to have a short career because his ankles was all effed up. But this man worked on his ankles, worked on his body, worked on his game, and look what we got. A finished product of years of hard work. And he deserved every bit of it. And that's why he has all the endorsements. That's why he has a lifetime deal with Under Armour and with his brand, the Curry brand, because the man is that great. It's not that good. He's not just that good. He's that great. So shout out to Steph Curry, man, on that awesome performance on Game 7 yesterday, man. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all already know what to do. You know what the business is. Go ahead and like. Go ahead and comment. Give me your thoughts. Who you think is going to win in the NBA playoffs between the Golden State Warriors and the Lakers? Who is your pick? Tell me. And give me your reason why in the comments. Let YouTube know about this content. This is what I do. If you are not a subscriber, I strongly recommend, if you would like to, I ain't begging you, but just know I'm going to still drop content. I'm going to still drop these videos. Go ahead and subscribe to the Affirmative Talk. It'll be really appreciated. On the road to 10,000 subscribers, 9,630 subscribers, give or take from there. But we're pushing. And appreciate y'all, man. See y'all on the next episode.